Yo, oh damn, the music's playing. You turn that down so I don't get no copyright. But what's good, y'all? Today's my first day back in the gym. I think in about a month. I want to just freestyle real quick and just talk about some things that I learned off the top of my head, right? One, I felt like a video really woke me up today. I've been really trying to find my center in regards to finding my purpose. Shout outs to the purpose-driven men community. Even though I haven't been watching the videos as much as I used to, I still tune in every other day. Before I used to watch it like every day and even watch some of the videos backwards. Now, something I want to talk about was sometimes when you don't have a direct purpose, sometimes finding your purpose is by just going out there and trying things. And not just trying things willy-nilly, but trying things that either make you anxious, because anxiety is a sign of a direction that you probably should be walking in. I like to see it similar to when you're dealing with a girl that you really like and she makes you anxious. I think personally I take it as a sign to actually go speak to her rather than running away from her. The same way we're in life where I feel anxious about doing a project or not doing it perfectly, or I may use the wrong tools or approach it the wrong way. I learned it's just best to approach immediately, and after you finish with your approach, and for me, I like recording my process and how I go about the process and what I learned. You know, I'd go report back to another person, preferably a higher up, next to them. What do you think of the process that I just undertook, and how can I do it better? And I feel like that's something that everybody has been preaching in the self-improvement community very frequently, but I never realized how simple it is, but how difficult it is to do. Something I remember speaking to someone about not too long ago was about the difference between simplicity and difficulty. I feel like people often conflate the idea of something being simple for being easy. I think that's absolutely wrong, and I think it's a huge freaking fallacy, to say the least. And I truly believe that with the wisdom that I've been trying to acquire from people around me, and the wisdom from the good books such as the Bible and the Quran, both of them, yes, I spent a lot of time trying to identify if I'm following in the steps, at least in terms of work ethic. Sometimes when you're working, you're gonna feel really incomplete and you're gonna feel like you're not doing enough. Keep going. There's a quote that I shared with my boy Anthony today. I don't know if he ever sees these videos or not, but a quote that I shared with him is that, damn, if it feels like you're going through hell, keep on going. If you're going through hell, hear me out. I'm not going to say this any other way. If you're currently going through hell, keep on going. Not everybody's hell seems the same, or is the same rather. Some people's hell is filled with loneliness, confusion, doubt, I guess also fills in with imposter syndrome as well, or a combination of all of those. Maybe even a deep-seated anger that you can't really shake off of you for whatever reason it may be. Walk through it. It's worth it. Now, I'm not saying this just for other people to get motivated off of what I did, but I'm saying this for myself because I've been really struggling to find the time to go to the gym. And I finally found some compromises and some sacrifices that I can make. But those compromises and sacrifices require me to have more responsibility over my life. However, I think with the great responsibility I have right now and that I bestowed upon myself through, honestly, I'm going to be real with you, believe me if you're a believer or not, with the grace of God and a lot of reflection on my part, because you have to be God halfway, in my opinion. He won't do everything for you. I found that answer in trying to work. I won't say I was working hella hard. Hell, even when I look back at the work that I was doing, I don't think I was doing my best, but I was still working in the direction one step at a time, which I think is a big proponent of Kaizen. I've been really trying to figure out how to work out Kaizen, And honestly, Kaizen just looks like trying, man. Even if it's like 0.01%. I know it looks pitiful, especially if you believe that you have a lot of potential and you can work in a great direction. But trust me, that 0.0% is better than nothing. Especially since I haven't been to the gym in a month. And I told myself, hey, I can't go to the gym. If you're not going to go to the gym, you better study hard and try to understand the work that's in front of you so you can be the best engineer that you can be. And you can get to the projects that you really want to do as an engineer. Because what makes you interested in being an engineer isn't the work that you're doing in school. I hated high school. I dropped out. Matter of fact, technically you can say I mentally dropped out when I was in sophomore year. I wasn't there. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't care anymore. I was playing Third Strike on Fightcade in the back of the room. I was playing PSP emulator games in the back of the room. I did not care. But considering now that I just turned 24 and I have a lot ahead of me, I think the path that I've taken, especially with putting some responsibility on my shoulders and acknowledging that some things just aren't for me, especially at an early age, which I'm really proud of myself for, and not letting people peer pressure me into doing things on their timing, what they think is worth it, but what I think is worth it for me at the current time. I think I did a great job, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And hopefully this stems as a reminder to keep trying, keep walking through hell, meet God halfway, and be honest with the people around you. To be honest with you, man, I think a lot of you know me as like a guy who really loves the people around him, has a lot of love. But not just that, a lot of you know me as a person who's been really looking for his wifey as of recently. And I think with me trying to find my purpose, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. To all of my lover boys out there who, you know, is really similar to me and they're really genuinely trying to find their person, they're really trying to find their partner. Honestly, bro, and I'm not saying this because I have any hatred for the people around me. Maybe I have a dislike for a couple, but majority of the women that I've interacted with have been amazing women for the last 2 years. Very kind, God-loving, God-fearing women, gentle, graceful, considerate. Honestly, I feel like God has moved a lot of them out of my way in life, simply because I have a bigger purpose. And it doesn't mean I don't want those people in my life. It doesn't mean that I don't care for having a wife in general, whoever may be the best fit for me. You know, hopefully with my discernment and God's wisdom and the caring community of people around me, I can find the right person for me. But right now, I think it's in my best interest to just figure out how to develop myself. And whoever wants to join me on the way there and not disturb my peace, I'm completely welcome to it. And I suggest you guys do the same. And I know that a lot of you hear this advice quite frequently, but I'm telling you from a perspective of not some red pill incel, jokester, punk, loser. I'm telling you from the perspective of a guy who genuinely does love women and everything they have provided me from in my life. And granted, I do want them in my life. Maybe the signs that I'm getting where people even are telling me that I'm a great person, I do take care of them, I'm looking out for them, and for some reason they still find a way to remove themselves out of my life, or God finds a way to remove them out of my life because they get too busy or they have to deal with their bills and their apartment and their money and their family. I feel like it's a really great sign to show that maybe I do have a lot more to develop. And the fact that I can see that I have a lot more to develop is really making me happy as well. There's a lot more to you than you actually expect. And even right now, as I think that I'm capable of doing great things, it really bewilders me to think about how much more I could potentially do in my future. Honestly, it really does bewilder me. I have a couple of great steps ahead of me, man. Honestly, that's all I think I have to say today. Stay focused. Be genuine. Provide love to the people around you. Be honest with them. Be very honest with them, honestly. I thought about somebody in my head when I thought about being honest. Because right now I don't feel like talking right now. I feel like being almost alone. I feel like I just want to be with my best friends and whoever brings me the most peace, serenity, and feels like they cover me in a warm blanket of love. Between God and my friends and whoever else may be in front of me, I'll be grateful for them. Honestly. Yeah. Shout outs to the person who gave me these, all of these, this one as well. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I surely do. This helps me keep going. The word keeps me going. The people around me working hard. Shout outs to Big Sis. Jamira, I see you. You're working really hard. Shout outs again to the person who gave me the three of these and this. I really truly do love the people around me. Everything around me is a reminder of how much harder I can be working. This is a reminder, this is a reminder, this is a reminder. This right here, this is a reminder. These are all gifts from different people. These are all blessings from different people. I didn't buy this, I didn't buy this, I didn't buy these, I didn't buy this. These are all gifts. I'm being propelled in a direction that honestly I don't even think I fully deserve to be in. However, that does mean that I am obligated to keep working hard and do what I need to do to make sure I succeed. It's been 10 minutes. I don't want to yap any longer. Honestly, I'll share a poetry piece that I actually wrote today. First time writing poetry. Shout out to Nudia. I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. Shout out to DJ Nudia. She inspired me to write this piece that I'm about to share at the end of this video. God bless. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. For real. Drink your water. God bless.